Well, I only really got one. I mean, when we were actually... well, the one that you use in motion capture has a lot of big white balls on it.
Wait, what?
It's not really bright, shiny
I'm 35. That's embarrassing. Magic ball. That's racist.
We didn't, you know, you get a great choice of guns when you play the game. We do not when you're shooting the game. I just had my one.
I just like that gun when I had Chris on the ground, and I think I have a gun to his head. It's been a couple of years.
Oh, and the stereotype, yeah.
I like the sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Just keep maxing that gun out. One shot, one kill.
Yes, sir.
I have a question about Resident Evil and then a question about Assassin's Creed. First off, like to start that question off, did you ever have that problem where like your companion was just around the corner and you would tell them come on, but they just kept saying I can't, I can't. Like they forgot how
Pushing the button?
Huh?
Like pushing the button into like trying to...
I can't.
Yeah.
They're just around the corner and they're far enough away they didn't call you. They can't. They forgot how. What do you think a conversation between Sheva and Chris like that would sound like?
Conversation probably just like, come on! I can't! Come on!
I can't!
Come on!
I can't!
Come on! Hurry! Give me some ammo. That whole thing.
Yeah. Thanks, Liam. Liam.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh. Are you gonna kiss me or something?
No way.
That's the Spanish mix thing. Cesare. My name is Ezio Auditore da Firenze. You killed my uncle. You have to die.
That was good. That was kind of funny.
See, you know what? Like that's a lot of like when I started doing that. That was kind of what I was drawing from. Is Indigo Montoya. You know, it's like inconceivable. Yeah. Inconceivable. Such a great character. And you know what?
Wow.
There was a couple hands up there. Is that a white flag or anything?
Yeah, I surrender!
And I got you right there. And then you're next, because you've been asking a lot.
Oh.
A white flag, and...
Okay. I know you're not the voice actor for...
This is going to be a white flag.
Oh. Since you're not the voice actor for Wesker, can you try to yell, like, there's this, I don't remember which game, where he, Wesker yells at Chris really angrily. So can you try to yell out Chris?
Just yell Chris?
Yeah.
Like,
He melted in lava.
Some lava.
Which was awesome!
Chris!
That was good.
Sorry, you've been waiting, please.
It's more like a favor. Is that okay?
What?
More like a favor.
A favor? I only have $10 on it.
You washed my car!
I'm not wearing any underwear.
Just say, okay, your RE5s are in a scenario. Hordes of zombies, your 3 characters from RE5. How will the dialogue go with that, with your characters?
Oh.
Oh, that's a good job.
Wait, where are we? Zombie?
Zombies, you 3 are the only survivors. How would you talk between each other?
Oh.
Time to start making some babies! We're the only 3 survivors, I'm sorry. For the sake of time, I killed him. And then I get to make some babies. I'm gonna buy some very wide records. Sorry, Karen. Kill Chris, get some very wide records, and some a whole bunch of
Look at these guys.
They're so, anyway.
So bad.
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry I went there.
Went.
What about Graflar's hammer over there?
Oh, right on. What's up, hey guys? What's up, big fan of the games. Darren, I mentioned before, I was Dante back at
Oh yeah! Where did Dante?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I just want to ask you guys, since Resident Evil Afterlife came out and finally had Chris Redfield after 4 movies, Jesus Christ. Like, how do you guys feel, especially after the new one, like, they've, had Chris Redfield, like, he's not as buffed as in the game.
No,
Who could be? Please.
Do you think it'll have, like, maybe Sheva in the sequel, maybe? Or, like,
I thought I saw something in the production info about them talking about the next one, and I don't know anything about where they're gonna go with it, but it would be awesome. It'd be awesome.
I want to play Jill.
It would be awesome to see it.
I think it's racist that they didn't put her in this one. I think that's what's going on. Start the fire. I've not even seen Afterlife. I'm a bad person for not having done that.
And you will be snapped.
Sorry.
I'm too busy doing volunteer work.
Oh, nice.
I haven't done much to
Yes, as Ezio and Sonic.
Yes.
And I have to apologize because I have a cold too, so it's a stuffed nosed version of. Will she say yes to the dress?
Yes.
Oh boy. Gosh, I wonder if she'll say yes to the dress.
We had a blast just every day when Ruben would yell, "Where's Jill?" I mean, we're talking about that. Where's Jill?
Now you're like, ah!
So we had, that was like a rad game.
Yeah. Where's Jill? I don't know. I don't care.
But you were saying something earlier how Liam was making funny when you're like, look at the gun, and you're like, it's so big.
Yeah, there's a couple of those lines, like, I'm coming!
And he was like,
Say it again! Louder.
don't look at me.
To push the lotion in the basket.
I know there's like so many jokes during motion capture. I can't.
I almost had a blooper with that one scene where we were there at the bottom of the stairs and I come on down like, well, critics, welcome.
Oh, yeah.
And I had almost a big ladder with very narrow steps and I couldn't look down to see where I was walking because I could read on the bulkhead suit. So I was like, I had to keep my eyes up and I'm trying to find the stairs. Oh God, it's not that bad. And we did like 8 takes, and I'm like, oh Jesus, this is terrible. And it was like 20 feet of ass kicking that I fall. Could have been a blooper.
There was one point where, there's so many Majinis throughout the game that we all ended up playing different Majinis. And that actually was a funny. Did you do that one where we're all coming? Yeah, so there's like a bunch of stairs and we're all supposed to be like this mob scene and everyone had like a axe and and even Patricia was in on it and Ruben, everybody like was in Majini mode. We're all like and we're running back and forth. We had to like trip and fall and that was fun.
When I was being pulled out of the plane, they had Song Kong harness on, which we used for firework. And who's pulling it? Oh, that was painful. That could have been a really bad blooper. Whisper with a high voice. Question from the front.
I want to say I don't know what that clip.
Nina's pretty hot.
There was like the motorcycle.
Oh yeah, that was bad. Oh
Yeah, with the chains.
Yeah.
Those guys are pretty dope.
Those were the most frightening. Majinis think of motorcycles.
The Hell's Angels.
Did they have motorcycles then?
No, I'm at 25 minutes of footage now.
No, not an actual motorcycle.
Tricycles.
We had a bike. A really vicious bike.
Yeah, actually, I just over the Christmas break, I actually went to Italy for my first time. And it was awesome, like being out. I was so amazed at the job that Ubisoft did.
Did you kill anybody?
No, I wish. Believe me, I was getting pushed and bumped around in Italy for a while. There were a couple times where I was like, oh, if only I had a hidden blade right now. No, but I wanted so bad. In fact, we were at the Coliseum, and my girlfriend wanted me to like try to climb the wall and try to take a picture down here. And I was like, this is the Coliseum, I can't do this. It's like, but no, I was actually very, very surprised at how realistic they portrayed. There were so many things that I thought they put in the game just so that the game character could swing around and climb walls and all that stuff. But it turns out all that stuff is actually in these buildings. In Duomo, I thought these bars were there so that Ezio could do some acrobatic moves. Like, no, all that stuff's there. Like all these little metal things on the sides of buildings in Venice were there. It was really cool. But who wouldn't want to be able to do what those guys do if anybody could?
That game really pisses me off because I mean he jumps like 80 feet.
80 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know what? In our own defense, Chris Redfield pushed a boulder. He punches it too, yeah. Stupid rock! And I also think it's kind of funny too, sorry. I think it's funny too that it's like, there's Wesker in lava, and all he thinks of is Chris! Not out! Exactly.
That was cool. Right, 2 flags waving over there.
This is a question for Roger. So, as Ezio, can you say Leonardo da Vinci is dead sexy in a miniskirt?
It's kind of unfair. I think it's a given that he would be. Oh, poor Leonardo. Leonardo is dead sexy without the miniskirt. I don't need this miniskirt. You know what's funny? For the longest time, I hated trying to do the voice. I feel like I relied so heavily upon the dialect coach because I wanted so bad. I think it was how in the heck a guy from Orange County that's of Scotch-Irish descent with a great tan like mine, you know, got a role as a Renaissance-era Italian assassin was beyond me. And so I was really, really unsure of myself in all these sessions, and so I relied really, really heavily upon that dialect coach. And she did an excellent job of like giving me little tools and things like that. So for the longest time, people would ask me to do lines, and I was like, okay, because I know I'm just gonna butcher it. You know, it's like I'm gonna my first attempt. I would always see the lines and be like, how am I gonna say this? Like I could remember the little rules of things. I would say like these. She's like, no, it's they. And you're like, oh, okay, let's try that again.
It was so frustrating.
It was, but it was fun. It's like, you know, like you're saying like chops and things like that. It's like, it's just